Hey guys, happy last day of the month. I hope all of you have already hit your monthly goal for November. I, more than that, hope you actually made a goal for November, because if you don't set a volume or income goal every single month, that's why you're not making money. You literally have to have a roadmap and a goal. And we're going to do goal selling. I think goal setting is going to be something that I talk about the very first Tuesday of next month. I actually haven't planned that all out yet. But first, I wanted to ask your idea. I have so many people who come to me and are like, oh, I wish I could just sit next to you and work with you for a week or for a day or whatever. And I'm like, well, I mean, you kind of can. And I do this with my teams sometimes, but I thought about, would it be valuable to have a working session where we take the DMO that I'm using here, and for 30 minutes in a 5-day period, we come on and I'll come on live, and I can do these at different times if it works better. And then it's going to be live, so it'll live in here so you can hop back on and do it whenever you have time. But 30 minutes with how I'm actually working my business. Like, get on, set a goal for 30 minutes. When you get off, I'll give you like follow-up activities to do so you can do them on your own time. So you get a full hour a day in. I bet most of you here are not even putting an hour a day into your business. And you're looking around and wondering, why isn't my business paying me like a business? Well, because you're doing it like less than a hobby. I mean, at least an hour a day is what you need consistently to work your business so that you can grow. That's 60 full minutes of working your business every single day, 7 days a week. At least you need that to even make a tiny little bit. I mean, you could make hundreds of dollars a month if you just do an hour a day. You can turn that into thousands of dollars a month if you make that multiple hours a day. So 3, like maybe 2.5, 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the afternoon, 45 minutes in the evening. I don't even know what that math is, but whatever. That's enough to make thousands of dollars. But you have to do it every day. You can't be like, well, I'll work 45 minutes here, and then 3 days go by and you haven't touched your business. It has to be every day. And the work that you do today is going to pay you in 6 weeks. 90% of people work for a couple of weeks and then say, oh, it's really not working for me. And they never realize the benefit of what their work has done because they haven't waited the 4 to 6 weeks to see the results. So if it would be valuable for you to hop on and work alongside me in a live, something that you can come back to if you need to, but that our intention is that you're hopping on live so you can ask questions, so that you can see like how I'm working my business. I'll share my screen. We'll go through like what I do for a 30-minute blitz every morning to get started with my day. I mean, it's the DMO, but you can watch how I do it if you're confused. So let me know if that's valuable. Listen, this is my time and it's super valuable, and I do not have to spend this time working with you guys, especially when you're not on my team, but I think it would be valuable. So let me know down below if you would use that, and if I have enough people who say yes. There's 210 people in this group. If I have enough people who say yes to that, I'll do it, and I'll block my busy schedule to accommodate and help you guys. And if it's not going to be useful or you guys aren't going to jump on and do it, then I will make money during those 30 minutes instead. So today we're going to talk about how to upsell with reach outs. So today's the last day of the month. You have a whole list of people. We talked about how to make those lists on Tuesday. You have a whole list of people who have asked about a product all month long and have said, I'm interested in this, that, or the other thing all month during all of your holiday specials. You should have a list from last month of all the people who asked for information. And this month, today, on the last day of the month, I tell my teams, go through all your interested lists. Go through every single list of interested people that you've built every single month. You should have a whole list of people who have been interested in a product that you've written down and kept track of. You're going back today onto those lists and you're saying, hey, I don't know if you caught my holiday sales, or I don't know if you caught this or that, or you never checked out with this link I sent you. Are you still interested? Sweeten the deal. Say something like, I would love to send you some samples if you check out today. Or I would love to give you free shipping. Or I'll pay your tax. Free shipping and tax if you check out today. Whatever you need to do to sweeten the deal so that they close that order, so that your volume is counted for by today, the last day of the month. Go back to every person. If you have not talked to them 5 times about the thing that they were interested in, you haven't done your job. So until you've asked them 5 times if they still want whatever they were interested in, you haven't finished with them. You just haven't. So I know that every person here has people who have asked about their products and they have not gone back to them 5 times. I'm not talking about 5 times in a row. I'm talking about the next day, in a couple of days, a week, 2 weeks, and at the end of the month. Hey, I know you asked at the beginning of the month about this thing. What do you need to pull the trigger on that? I have some freebies to give away. I could do a discount. I could give you a discount code. Really trying to get my orders in by the end of the month. I know you really want this. I'd love for you to have, glowy, beautiful skin starting for Christmas. How can I get that in your hands today? And ask them, how can I sweeten this deal? Do you want to sell? Do you want to make money? Do you want to jump in with me and make the money that you want to spend on your products? I can show you how to do that. Do you want the product at a discount? We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Use it if you don't like it. Get your money back, whatever. Sweeten the deal. Go back to them. Upsell. If they're buying, oh my gosh, you love this. You know what? Before we check out, have you thought about that? If you love this, have you loved that? For me, I'm in skincare, so I always talk about toner. Most of my customers aren't using toner. Toner's not expensive, and it makes a huge difference. When I use toner, I have this shiny glow. When I don't use toner, not so much. And it's because my pH is all misbalanced. And I educate them on, hey, you know what? This toner is an extra $15 and it will change the look of your skin when you're using it consistently. This is the one I love. Based on what you've been purchasing, I think you would love it too. Do you want me to throw that in your order? So you're going to upsell. They're buying shampoo for thinning, stress, and aging hair. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a very absorbable and gentle to your stomach supplement for thinning hair. It rivals Nutrafol, but it's not going to upset your stomach like that one does. Do you want me to throw that in your order? I would give it 3 months to see if it's working, but I think you'll see a big difference on how thick your hair is. Let me throw that in. Maybe they don't even know you have supplements. Every time you go back to somebody and you're talking to them, because you're going to go back to them 5 times, you're saying, hey, you were struggling with acne. We have a new serum and my daughter's been using it and she's got amazing results. Do you want to throw that in your next order? I would check that out. So at the end of the month, I go back to people who have bought all month long. I go back to them and say thank you. So in my back office, hey, I noticed you put in an order this month. Thank you so much for that. By the way, if you're liking this, this, and this, I think you're going to like that. The next time you make an order, why don't you throw that in? Or I'll give them a coupon code or a discount, or I'll say, hey, come back to me and I'll give it to you for half off. If you'll put up a post for your friends saying you're excited to try it. So upsell, you're asking them, you're saying, if you like this, I think you would also love that. Like if you're selling activewear, for instance, like, oh, I don't know if you saw this top, but if you're buying this already, this top will make, you could do 3 different outfits and it can go from this to this and it looks amazing. Or I talked about supplements, I talked about hair, I talked about skin, I talked about activewear. What else do we have? Candles. Like, you really love these scents. I don't know if you noticed that this one is actually about to go out and people love it and it makes a great gift. Or did you see that if you buy this, or for $15 more than your normal every month order, this month, if you spend $15 more on your subscription, you get a free eyeliner. Whatever. You can start telling them, they're not reading their emails and they're not seeing your posts. So if you're not going back to your best customers and saying, hey, here's how to capitalize on your discount, or here's how to get the best thing from me, or I want to give you something for free just for being my best customer. I do this all the time. You've been my best customer for the last 3 months. I'm sending them a thank you card with some samples, and I just really appreciate your business so much, and it means so much to me. And by the way, if you know anybody who I can personally mentor to help them make an extra $300 next month, please send them to me, because I am looking to help some women do that right now. You're saying thank you. And by the way, send me your friends, because I know you know somebody who needs to make money. So definitely be reaching out to people 5 times. If you guys haven't seen that sales statistic, I have it pinned to the post up above. Most of your sales are going to close after the 8th time you've talked to them. The 8th. And I know you guys aren't talking to your people 8 times. I know you're not, because you're not closing the sales. And if you're not closing the sales, it's because you haven't talked to them 8 times. And it's not being spammy or weird. You work with your coach, work with your mentor. If you're not working one-on-one with somebody who's making 6 figures or more, I highly suggest it, because if your upline is not making 6 figures, you won't either. I'm just here to tell you. If they don't know how to do it, they're not going to be able to show you how to do it. Partner with somebody who's making 6 figures or more. I like to partner with somebody who's making a lot of money every month. Let me say in the close to $100,000 a month range. That's who I like to partner with. That's who I like to work with directly. Somebody who's making big money, more money than I could ever dream of making. I want to work with that person because she did it. She can teach you how to do it too. So go work with your upline. Make sure you're tracking like who you're talking to. Make sure you're putting them on your list. I talked about those lists last Tuesday. Go watch that training if you missed it. You have lists. You have goals. You have to break the goal down by the actual number of people you're going to talk to per day in order to meet your financial goal. So if you don't know how many people a day you need to talk to meet a financial goal for the end of the month or a volume goal, get with your upline. And if she doesn't know, get with hers. And if she doesn't know, get with hers. And if she doesn't know, get with hers. Keep going up the line till you get with somebody who knows what they're doing and who can help you set a plan and a goal and a map where I know how much volume I need to do every single day to reach my goal by the end of the month. And I track it every day. I'm either in the red or in the green. And if I'm in the red, I need to do more customer finding and more closing and more following up. And if I'm in the green, I need to do more team building and more looking for more customer finders so I don't have to do more customer finding for myself next month. And I track that daily, every single day. I track my volume, I track my income, and I track the number of friends I have on Facebook because that's my store. And I want to make sure that number is going up every single day. And if you don't know how to make that number go up, go back to day 1. We've been doing this for 3 months. Well, August, September, October, November, 4 months. We've been doing this for 4 months. If you haven't watched all my trainings, I highly recommend. It's thousands of dollars of free training, and I'm giving it all away. And the thing about free, Alex Hormozy will tell you, the people who need it the most just won't use it. They're out there paying for stuff that they're also not using. So get in here, dig around. These are all really great tips. It's how I've grown my business from 200 friends to 6 figures and more. And it works, you guys, but you have to do it. It only works if you work it. So I hope you have an amazing last day of the month. Get off this call and go follow up with 20 customers now and see how much you make by the end of this next hour. Bye, y'all.